Hello everyone, I hope you've had a good week so far. Today I'm going to read you another story. It's called A Squash and Squeeze. I hope you enjoy it. A Squash and a Squeeze. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. "There's not enough room in my house." "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen? What a curious plan." Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and flapped around the room, knocking over the jug. The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was pokey for one, and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle, and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan." Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, and then sat down to nibble the table leg. The little old lady cried, "Glory be! It was tiny for two, and it's titchy for three. The hen pecks the goat, and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore! It was titchy for three, and it's teeny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan." Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for four, and it's weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out, I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take them all out," said the wise old man. "But then I'll be back where I first began." So she opened the window and out flew the hen. "Oh, that's better. At last I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. "Just look at my house. It's enormous now." "Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for five, it's gigantic for one. There's no need to grumble, and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house." And now she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story. In A Squash and a Squeeze, there's as you heard, there's a little old lady who isn't very happy. She thinks the house is too small. And the advice she gets from the little old man is to bring in all the animals, isn't it? Which makes the house feel even more small and even more cramped. And in the end, what she realised is that when she gets all the animals back out again, her house was big enough all along and it was fine. For lots of you who have been spending more time than normal at home and with maybe your brothers and sisters, or mum and dad, or grandparents, or any members of your family that you live with, maybe sometimes over the last few weeks your house has felt a bit smaller than normal, like you're kind of living on top of everyone else and it's feeling a bit squashed and a bit cramped. And so I thought that story was quite a good one for us to think about at the moment, actually, how important our family are to us, and how much, if they weren't in our homes and if we didn't see them every day, how much we'd miss them. So I just thought it'd be nice today for us to spend a bit of time thinking about our loved ones, our friends and our families, those people who we live with, who sometimes we might argue with and sometimes we might fall out with, but who love us more than anyone else in the world does, and who we love lots and lots. And just to spend a bit of time thanking God for them. So if you hold in your hearts for a moment those people that you live with, those people who are in your family, who you love and who love you, and let's say thank you to God for those people by saying together the Our Father. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I hope you have a lovely week, whether you're spending it at home or at school, and hopefully the sunshine comes back soon. See you all later. Bye bye.